Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm B-Trams, back with another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. I'm playing Domination on the map Standoff, and I was on the long road to Diamond SMGs when I captured this gameplay, so I'm using a silenced Vector. Also worth noting, I believe I did this on the 26th of December, so Christmas noobs made this super easy. I don't know if you all got in on the fun, but I had 8 VTOL warships over the course of 4 straight games, and that let me bank some gameplay videos for you. It was easily the most fun I've had playing Black Ops 2 by myself, and you'll get to see a double VTOL warship gameplay in this game. Anyway, today's video will be a bit more personal than those I've released, and I hope will give some insight into who I am not only as a Call of Duty player, but as a person. So, last weekend was the UMG 10K tournament for Call of Duty in Chicago, and with that came a lot of drama. It seemed like every time I watched the stream and dared to watch the chat, there was some new controversy, and at the end of the night, it was capped off with Aches, the team captain of Complexity, pushing Nadeshot, the team captain of Optic, and that happened live on stream after Optic beat Complexity in the grand finals. At the end of the night, there were 20,000 viewers watching the stream, and I wouldn't be surprised if most of them were just there to watch all the drama that was happening. I mean, it was ridiculous. And after UMG was all over, the drama definitely wasn't. Killa of Team Farico started tweeting all this nonsense about the tournament being rigged to better Optic's chances of winning. And, I mean, some people hopped on that bandwagon and even started a Twitch stream where they ranted about it. I'll sum it up. Nadeshot's girlfriend, Emily, is an event host for UMG and was in charge of picking the maps that were played in the tournament, and she didn't pick them alone, she picked them with 2 other UMG employees. So, naturally, after Optic won, Farico Killa said that Emily must have chosen maps that put Optic at an advantage. I personally think it's ridiculous and nothing more than conjecture, but I'll let you guys come to your own conclusions about that one. But that's not what I really want to talk about. Instead, I really want to talk about what I think is a definite contributing factor to all of the drama at UMG over the weekend, and that's just a lack of professionalism. We are talking about a bunch of people, mostly teenagers, who are playing video games for money, and so some of you may be thinking that some immaturity is to be expected, especially because that's what Xbox Live and PSN is like, but I would disagree. Most of these players are part of organizations, namely their team organizations like Optic and Complexity, but also YouTube, Machinima, and even Red Bull, which means they have a lot of eyes on them, and there shouldn't be any place for violence at these events from these people. Not violence, and that's the same for verbal attacks, sexism, racism, and anything else like that at these events or online, and yet it thrives. This is where I find a connection between professional Call of Duty and the general Call of Duty community, and even the Xbox Live community overall. We all know that Xbox Live is filled with people who honestly have no respect for others, who swear and attack other players for literally no good reason other than because they can. They're mostly anonymous, and they don't have to face any consequences. But if you're a pro player or YouTube personality or any kind of public figure in the community, you should be held to a higher standard, and I think you should hold yourself to a higher standard. Don't go around calling people fags. I did that in high school, but then I grew up. Don't insult a girl you run into online just because she's a girl. Xbox Live is not sexist, even though a majority of its users seem to be. Don't make a habit out of insulting everyone you come across. I know that's funny for some people, but it's really not. You're just spreading hate, and no one really wants that. I'm not here to lecture the common player, but if you're well known, it would serve you well to clean up your act. Think of what sponsors and viewers and subscribers would want to see out of you. If you want to insult people and act like a child, go ahead, but you're limiting your audience, your potential fan base, and the sponsors that will help you keep doing what you do. This turned into a broader rant than I thought it would, and those things that I talked about before, like calling people fags or making fun of girls. That doesn't apply to competitive players. That's more aimed at YouTube personalities, and I'll link to what I'm referencing in the description. It's a long story, and I don't really have time to explain it all. And this did turn into a broader rant than I thought it would, but I've seen every gripe that I just mentioned online in some way, and I don't think the poor behavior is going to be going anywhere soon, but I think that professional players and public figures could set a better example for the thousands of people who are young and impressionable who watch and look up to them. It all starts with them, and they set an example, and I know I'm not the only person who thinks that. Justin Wong, I think his official title is Director of Strategic Partnerships for Twitch TV. He said this about the UMG Aftermath on his Twitter. Quote, "Like it or not, pros are visible figureheads of the community. Their behavior sets the tone for their fans and whether sponsors want to invest," unquote. So the bottom line is people who want to watch an event shouldn't be subjected to a teenager's lack of composure, and people playing online shouldn't have to use mute buttons in order to play a video game without being attacked. And I think that YouTube personalities and pro players, any public figure can really do a lot to stop that. It just takes a conscious effort on their part. So we'll see if that happens, or if anyone really cares enough to do something about it. And anyway, that's all I've got for today, YouTube. I'll leave the rest of this game playing in case you guys want to watch me go off on some score streaks. And if any of you want to continue this discussion with me, you can either do so in the comments below, or you can follow the link in the description to my Twitter. I know I'll be talking about this with some people there. So also in the description will be links to a few of the things I reference in the commentary. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I should have a few more up this week. Until then, I'm out.
Orbital VSAT on standby. Securing B. Friendly orbital VSAT online.
Drop. Enemy spotted.
Securing Bravo.
Going out.
Lightning strike coordinates received inbound. Friendly Hellstorm missile inbound. VTOL warship on standby.
Threat down.
Be secure.
I'm dry.
UAV inbound.
Let's go. Let's go. Stick to him.
Brought the pain. Time to get paid.